Yo, 901 here. Today I'll be sharing the most important things to learn for new or advanced players. Without further ado, let's get right into tip number 1. Use bunny hopping to make less noise when sprinting and moving very quickly to push your opponents. This will often catch them off guard and not realize how close you actually are. This will let you get off the first shot in many occasions. Tip number 2, and I see this one a lot with newer players especially, so pay attention. Do not stay in one building. There is an entire map. If you banish the boss, do not limit yourself by letting enemies into the compound. If you banish a boss, take space around the compound. Don't let enemies surround the building the banish is in, and don't let them enclose you and corner you in. You're giving yourself an unfavorable position, and you're going to be taking a bad fight. Just don't sit in the boss room, please. Move around a little bit. Tip number 3, try everything. This tip is the most important for newer players, but what exactly does this mean? It means exactly what you think it means. Try everything. If you want to get better at the game, one of the most important things you can do is prestige and force yourself to use low-tier weapons. The game is extremely balanced in my opinion, and each and every weapon has its unique characteristics, pros, and cons. Take the time to just learn all the weapons and what situations they're good in. After a little bit, you'll be able to recognize what guns your enemies are using quite quickly, and that will give you a massive advantage. Tip number 4, bounty tokens. Bounty tokens are the grand prize for successfully banishing a boss in your game, and it is your greatest asset. If you thought using sound to find hunters was useful, then you're gonna love this. While carrying a bounty token, Darksight will let you see the exact position of hunters up to 150 meters. Keep in mind you only have 5 seconds of use, but it is great for scanning the area around you if you're unsure of the player's whereabouts. Play fearless, banish the boss, and reap the rewards. Number 5 will lead us to consumables. Everybody wants their vitality shots, but are they really necessary? If you have a medkit, no. Slap on a regen shot and get used to using things like firebombs and dynamite. Throwables give you great opportunities and create a one-sided fight. Landed a good shot but you aren't close enough to rush? Close the distance while cooking explosives to effectively corner your enemy, giving them nowhere to run. Moving on to number 6, having a good melee option. Having a good melee option is essential, in my opinion, to playing the game properly and quickly and as efficiently as possible. You shouldn't be wasting time, ammo, and compromising your position, killing something that can be killed with a simple thing like a knuckle knife or even dusters. There's a knife as well. You have a couple different options. Picking one of those melees is key. You absolutely need that. I also recommend taking a stamina shot along with that so your melee isn't limited by that stamina bar that's really obnoxious. You should be able to dispatch monsters quickly and quietly utilizing the bunny hop and melee for reduced sound right before getting in range. Taking the perk Silent Killer is a very good investment also because hunters cannot hear you charge your melee attack. This will prove to be very useful when a compound is surrounded by hunters and you need to move around quietly. If there are monsters in the way, you cannot let them reveal your location. Moving on to number 7, and this is a big one. Kill only what you have to. Don't waste time going out of your way to kill monsters if you care about maximizing bounty and kills. Hunt, Showdown, and time management go hand in hand, and if you can get the hang of being fast and on the move constantly, you will notice a significant improvement in your gameplay. Killing monsters that are out of your way is not only a waste of your time, but you're helping other hunters in the game by removing threats for them and saving them time. Just kill what's close to you. You are not playing a PvE game. Number 8. Have a good way to take out a boss alone. Even when playing in a duo or a trio, it's important that every hunter on your team has the capabilities of handling a boss on their own. Get comfortable with soloing bosses with the knuckle knife. The less things in your loadout you need to take down that boss, the better. There are other options, of course, but in my time playing, I found the knuckle knife to be the best because it can take down not only every monster, but every boss, for only the cost of one tool slot. Number 9, move between shots. It's a pretty obvious one, but most people don't think twice about it. They don't think in depth about it. This is for you too, to all my high-level players, all my high-level viewers. You aren't moving enough. More often than not, whatever gun you're using will provide you with ample time, without cost of fire rate, to duck, jump, bunny hop, crouch, and be slippery with your movement. Get used to the weapon you have and take into account the fire rate. Get off a shot and move around. Don't leave yourself exposed or in the open when you don't have to. Last but not least, number 10. Use a loadout you're comfortable with. It's extremely important you know and understand all the weapons, but, like they say, jack of all trades, master of none. Once you feel like you understand all the weapons, put together a loadout you like the most. Stay consistent with it, settle down on it, get married, have kids, file for divorce. Don't get too comfortable. Keep challenging yourself as a player, but do have fun and spend those hunt dollars. Alright guys, that wraps up the video. If you watched till the end, drop me a subscribe so I can keep making content like this. Be sure to share this with your 1-star MMR friends. Peace.